The total number of Middle East Respiratory Syndrome patients in Korea has come to 18 so far, as 3 more people come down with the virus. The government's basic subsidy system for low-income earners will be overhauled starting in June, increasing the number of beneficiaries to 760,000. And with the recent visit to North Korea by a group of activists, we get a better look at the secretive regime through streaming video from Pyongyang. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, June 1st. I'm Luke Clary. 3 more people have been confirmed to have come down with Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, better known as MERS. Now the total number of MERS patients in Korea comes to 18.
3 more cases of MERS were confirmed overnight. They were all patients or their families who stayed in the same hospital wing with the patient 0. The newly confirmed cases are 2 men in their 40s and 1 woman in her 70s. That brings the total of MERS confirmed patients to 18. 15 of them were infected from the hospital where the first patient was admitted.
이 병원에 대해 휴원 조치를 취하였으며 입원 환자 전원에 대해 격리하여 철저히 모니터링 중에 있습니다.
Among the confirmed cases, 2 in their 70s and 1 40-something patient are known to be in unstable condition. In order to prevent tertiary infection, public health authorities will isolate and monitor the elderly and those with diabetes or other chronic illnesses who had been in contact with the confirmed patients. Since the maximum incubation period of MERS is 2 weeks, authorities say whether the disease was spread or not will be determined sometime this week. 2 weeks have passed since the critical 3 days, starting on May 15th, when the virus from the patient 0 was most copious and contagious. However, some cases had escaped from health authority surveillance, so the disease could spread even farther if tertiary infections occur.
The government's basic subsidy system for low-income earners will be overhauled starting in June, increasing the number of beneficiaries to 760,000. Let's take a look at the major changes coming soon.
This 82-year-old woman, surnamed Oh, lives on a monthly income of approximately $180 in basic pension and an allowance of about $90 from her son. She barely has money to buy food after paying her utility bills, but she is not eligible for the government's basic subsidies. The reason is that her son earns an income. However, Oh will likely be able to receive basic subsidies starting next month. It is thanks to an overhaul of the government basic subsidy system, which will ease standards on the incomes of those who have to support their families.
상담 진행하면 이제 그분들의 가족 관계나 소득, 재산 이런 것들을 저희가 이제 세부적으로 상담을 해가지고 되실 가능성이 있다. 뭐 절대 되지 않을 이유가 없으면 저희가 100% 다 신청을 받아야 되기 때문에.
Standards on providing basic subsidies will also be diversified, allowing beneficiaries to keep receiving the subsidies for costs such as education and housing, even if their incomes increase to some extent. Community centers across the nation will receive applications for the revised government basic subsidies starting Monday.
With the recent visit to North Korea by a group of activists, we're getting a better look inside the secretive regime. Streaming live video from the capital of Pyongyang, the world got a fresh glimpse into North Korea.
This video shows the members of an international women's group singing Arirang in a bus in Pyongyang. They were in North Korea recently for an event in the demilitarized zone. It was streamed live through a mobile application for all around the globe to watch. One member had paid hundreds of dollars to a North Korean mobile service provider to purchase data for live streaming.
I went to KoreaLink office. I did have to show them my passport. I paid an additional $400 in Pyongyang. It failed rarely.
These are videos of the North Korean capital that tourists uploaded on their social networking sites at the time of the Pyongyang Marathon last April. The everyday lives of North Korean residents have been shown as they are on these internet sites. Unlike in the past when footage was released only after the photographers had left North Korea, now the sights and sounds of the Hermit Kingdom can be seen live. Although only foreigners are permitted to access the internet through their smartphones, the ability to live stream videos taken inside the isolated country is regarded as a significant change.
Police have apprehended a man who is suspected of firing a gun at a young woman in Changwon, South Gyeongsang Province. Video images stored in the black box of a passing car and witness tips served as decisive clues. Here's the story.
On the morning of May 29th, the suspect's car was captured in the black box camera of another vehicle which was passing the crime scene. Police arrested a 55-year-old man surnamed Kim on Sunday evening based on the black box images from a citizen's report, 2 hours after they began openly searching for the suspect's car. Kim is suspected of attempting to kill a 26-year-old woman, also surnamed Kim, by firing an air gun from inside his car on the morning of May 29th. Left with an injury on her face, the victim is now receiving medical attention at a hospital. Police said that they found a 5mm caliber air gun which was used for the attack in the back seat of the suspect's car. Police further explained that Kim had received permission to possess an air gun in 2012. A police investigation has discovered that Kim was an acquaintance of the victim's mother several years ago. Officers are now questioning Kim to ascertain his motives for the attack.
Running a duty-free shop in downtown Seoul would be a bonanza. And as the bidding to run these lucrative shops closes on Monday, more than 20 enterprises have jumped into the fray. Some even pledged to make more donations if they're given licenses to operate these shops.
Conglomerates are allowed to have 2 out of 3 duty-free shops in Seoul. Lotte and SK Networks plan to open up shop in Dongdaemun. Shinsegae has decided on Myeongdong, and Hyundai Development Company and Hotel Shilla have chosen Yongsan. Hyundai Department Store is the only one that set up a site in the Gangnam area. Meanwhile, Hanwha has selected Yeouido and Eland, the Hongdae area, as prospective sites. One slot allocated to smaller companies has drawn 8 applicants. That means more than 20 businesses, if joint partnerships are included, have jumped into the bid.
백화점이라든지 대형마트라든지 좀 최근에 역신장하고 있고 성장하는 유일한 어떻게 보면 지금 시장이 면세점이기 때문에 굉장히 이제 사활을 걸 수밖에 없는 거죠.
But the Hotel Lotte donated only about $2.4 million, even though Korea's largest duty-free shop posted almost $380 million in profit last year. Donations account for only 0.6% of Hotel Lotte's operating income. That's only a third of the distribution giant's average. The operator of the nation's second-largest duty-free shop, the Hotel Shilla, has not disclosed its donation records for the past 4 years. The applicants for new duty-free shops have pledged to donate more money once they're selected for the lucrative business. However, the feasibility of their promises and actual donations made after their selection should be monitored carefully.
Korea is experiencing unseasonably hot temperatures. The high temperature and humidity bring along an unwelcome guest, food poisoning. Cutting-edge information technology is being used to prevent people from getting sick from the food that they eat.
In the kitchen of an elementary school in Seoul, cooks are busy preparing food ahead of lunchtime. Despite their hectic schedule, they check whether the food is being prepared in line with safety standards on a smart pad installed in a corner of the kitchen. Sensors installed inside the kitchen and the refrigerator send warnings to smartphones if the food poisoning index rises or the temperature reaches a level at which food can spoil.
IoT 기술을 구현하는 센서라든가 그런 네트워크, 그런 스토리지 비용이 빠르게 하락하면서 건강이라든가 안전, 교통 이런 분야로까지 IoT 기술은 빠르게 확산될 걸로.
Amid speculation that there will be about 50 billion devices using Internet of Things technology by 2020, the use of information technology which helps ensure food safety is expected to expand even further.
Many young tourists at the Jeonju Hanok village can be seen donning the Korean traditional costume hanbok these days, making the village a popular tourist destination.
Young people show off their elegant hanbok amid traditional-style houses called hanok. Although it's not a traditional holiday, they don various kinds of colorful hanbok, from the traditional ones to those for daily use, and even ones that were worn by entertainers called giseng. They also put on traditional accessories that complement the look, such as hairpins and ornaments.
한복을 입으니까 한옥과 어우러져서 사진도 이쁘게 나오고 좋은 추억이 될 것 같아서 여자친구랑 같이 한복 입게 되었어요.
As the popularity of the traditional Korean garb soared in recent years, the number of stores offering hanbok rental services at the Jeonju Hanok village has grown to 12 in the past 2 or 3 years. Hanbok first gained popularity among people in their 20s and 30s, but later it spread to children, teenagers, and even middle-aged and elderly visitors.
평일에는 한 100벌 정도 되고요. 근데 주말 같은 경우에는 3배 정도 생각하셔서 한 300개에서 400벌 정도 되고요.
Experts cite the hanbok's continuous transformation aimed at meeting the diverse cultural needs of young people as the reason behind its popularity.
The music group Big Bang will appear live on the internet on Monday evening to count down the release of their new song along with their fans. Here's more from the world of show business.
Idol group Big Bang announced plans to release one single album with at least one new song each month until August. Last month, the group released 2 new songs. On midnight of June 2nd, it will release more. Big Bang's management agency, YG Entertainment, said Big Bang will appear before fans on a live internet show at 11 p.m. Monday, 1 hour before the release of the new tracks. The Chronicles of Evil, a film about a detective squad chief who accidentally kills someone ahead of his promotion, drew 2 million viewers as of last weekend. The milestone comes 18 days after the movie's premiere. The Chronicles of Evil is the 4th domestic movie to draw over 2 million viewers this year after Detective K, Secret of the Lost Island, Gangnam Blues, and 20. A new single from idol group Beast that was released in Japan has topped the Oricon chart, the most prestigious music chart in Japan. The song Can't Wait to Love You climbed to the top spot of the single daily chart on the day of its release on May 29th. Beast's members are to make their solo debuts in Japan next month.
Brilliant ideas have turned urban eyesores into inviting places that attract a great number of tourists. Well, here are some rediscovered treasures rising as renewed urban tourist attractions.
This is a cave in the city of Gwangmyeong in Gyeonggi Province. Unlike other dark and damp caves, this one houses an exhibition inside.
40여 년간 폐광이 돼 있던 곳을 2011년도부터 개발하기 시작하면서 많은 분들이 찾아오실 수 있도록 이렇게 문화공간으로서 마련이 되어 있습니다.
Known as Nemo, after the character in an animated film, clownfish and other varieties of fish in the aquarium inside the cave are the favorites of young visitors. There's a so-called golden road beyond the cave exhibition hall, but of course, it's not a real gold mine.
너무 행복하네요. 금방 봐도 행복하네요.
Capitalizing on the cave's constant temperature throughout the year, a wine museum is set up in one corner and even offers wine tasting sessions.
폐광
한강산을 동굴로 꾸몄다고 해서 와봤는데 볼 것도 너무 많고 체험할 것도 많아서 너무 유익하고 즐거웠던 것 같아요.
This used to be an old public bathhouse as recently as 4 years ago, but it's now undergone a makeover to become a cultural venue. The most eye-catching piece here is a lifelike sculpture of an old man relaxing in the tub. These wall hangings resembling flowers are actually dyed scrub towels.
떼수건으로 이렇게 예쁜 모습으로 만들어지다니 재탄생. 이쁘네요.
The rooftop is one of the visitors' favorite places. It's the best spot to enjoy the panoramic view of a village on a hill. This is a shopping mall built with freight containers.
개발이 어렵고 유의지를 재조명해보고자 팝업 쇼핑몰을 개발하게 되었습니다.
Most of the products sold here are designed by young, rising fashion designers. No wonder the items are imaginative and vibrant. Similar trends are detected in the food industry. Food trucks have risen as a promising option among young entrepreneurs starting their own businesses. These urban eyesores have undergone amazing makeovers to become attractive and practical locations for city residents and visitors alike.
And now let's take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.